Welcome to diplomacyindia.com. I am VN Jha and you are watching our special show Face to Face with the Envoy. In this segment of our special show and program, we bring to you face to face a complete conversation and an interview with an envoy, with an ambassador of a particular country and its relation with India. So today we have with us Excellency Jozef the Drofenik, the ambassador of Slovenia, and welcome Mr. Drofenik to our program to diplomacyindia.com. And we would like to concentrate on the complete bilaterals between India and Slovenia. So to that extent, I'd begin my interview with the question that with history of shared warmth in bilateral relation between India and the states in your part of the world, how do you describe relations between India and Slovenia at present?
Namaskar. I would like to say that our relations are at this moment at the peak, the best ever. Certainly I have in mind amount of economic exchange, but also last few years we had a few exchanges of visits on the higher level.
Okay, and how the exchange of high-level visits, which you have just talked of, how it has worked to the advantage of establishing a political dialogue between India and Slovenia?
You see, the friendship between Slovenian people and India not started with Slovenia as independent states, but long ago with Yugoslavia, within the non-alignment movement, where Marshal Tito and Nero and later Indira Gandhi collaborated very, very closely, and now India and Slovenia, they had a little bit different path. Slovenia, after the establishment of independence, wants first to establish its position in the world. So our first goal was membership in European Union, then in NATO, and later on, in 2010, we became also full member of OECD, which is a club of the most developed countries.
So the memories of those days of non-aligned movement, of Marshal Tito, of Belgrade Declaration and Yugoslavia must be lingering on as a taste between India and Slovenia.
Yes, you know that when, for instance, our speaker was here at the official visit at the end of 2015, one journalist asked what this visit will contribute to our relations to Slovenia, to Slovenian people. And I asked, and I answered, this visit is important because we are making and deepening the friendship. And I answered with my question. I said, did you hear that business is done between those people who are not in friendship?
Yeah, true. So then it brings to me to another question that is related to trade and business. As you said that it is done by friends, it is not done by enemies all the time, or most of the time enemies cannot do the business. So what is the volume of bilateral trade? Is the trade basket expanding?
Yes, little by little. Slovenia, of course, is a member of European Union, so it's a kind of rule that the majority of business companies, middle-sized companies, are doing in a radius of 2,000 kilometers. So mainly we are doing our business within the European Union or within Europe. But also India becoming more and more important in our trade figures. We import quite a lot from, relatively, I would say, 220 million euros was import from India to Slovenia, and only 85 million euro export to India from Slovenia. Means that balance is on in a negative side in Slovenia. So Slovenia is very good partner for India.
What are the prominent items? I mean, can you enumerate few?
In our export are very different. The basket is very wide with many equipment, for instance, then technologies, home appliances, for instance, like
electronic items and
electronic items and so on. On the import, it's very important chemistry and rubber.
Okay.
Chemistry, in fact, means that it's not an ordinary chemistry, but the raw material for drugs. Because we also have a quite developed pharmaceutical industry.
So then you were talking of the companies operating in Slovenia, Indian companies, and you were talking of drug and pharmaceuticals also. So which are the prominent Indian companies which are operating in Slovenia?
I don't think that, in fact, Indian drugs company, or pharmaceutical companies are very prominent in Slovenia, but it was historically Mittal. Mittal is, in fact, owner of a few plants there in Slovenia. Otherwise, there is no smaller. I mean, there is no bigger company.
And any Slovenian company here?
Pardon?
Slovenian company here?
Yes, we are very strong. Slovenian economy is very strong in automotive production. That means parts of. One of Slovenian company, which is, by the way, now already in the hands of Germany. They have a joint venture in Coimbatore, in south of India. It's a few $1 million investment. Otherwise, more is on contract.
Okay, Ambassador. So before going on to another segment, we'll take a short break.